Solo leveling features an overpowered protagonist Jin Wu, who levels up after hunting different dungeon bosses. There's no limitation to Jin Wu's abilities and skills, but there are several other strong characters, which are marked as the rulers and monarchs, who can destroy an entire planet in the blink of an eye. So let's move to know who are these powerful characters in the series and who is on the top. Number 10, Leia, Monarch of Beginning. Leia is the king of giants and the monarch of the beginning. After the death of Absolute Being, rulers realize that Leia has so many powerful abilities that can be useful for them. The rulers make him as competitive with mana-absorbing chains. Later in the story, rulers unleash Leia on the human world, where our beloved Jin Wu confronted him. Jin Wu was too powerful at the time, so he decapitated Leia with only one attack. Number 9, Taric the Iron Body Monarch. Taric the Iron Body Monarch considered as the weakest monarch, but he survived till the final battle arc of this anime series. He hates Jin Wu and he also knows he cannot defeat him. He fought with the human forces and shows some of his powers of being monarch. Later in the story he get killed by S-rank hunters Thomas, Bellion, and Beru in the final battle arc. Number 8, Baron the Monarch of White Flames. Baron is the Monarch of White Flames. He fought alongside the Shadow Monarch and the Beast Monarch against the rulers. The monarchs butchered countless soldiers of the rulers, but after that, he turned his back on Ashborne. Of course, Ashborne the Shadow Monarch was too mighty for Baron to handle alone and Ashborne also killed him once. He was later resurrected by system. Jin Wu finally got a chance to fight Baron, but the Monarch of White Flames overwhelmed the Jin Wu and almost killed him. But somehow he was saved by a girl and she also helped him to kill Baron. Number 7, Bellion. Bellion is the servant of Ashborne and the strongest shadow in existence. Later he was become the most vital member of Jin Wu Shadow's army. In short, he is the commander of the entire shadow army of Jin Wu, who revealed as the vessel of Ashborne later in the story. Number 6, the Beast Monarch. The Beast Monarch was the most cowardly and hypocritical character in the solo leveling series. He is always the first one to leave the battlefield in the moment of crisis. He joined hands with the Frost Monarch and Karacia to defeat Jin Wu. The Beast and Frost Monarch overpowered Jin Wu in the fight and almost killed him. However, they failed in this, when Jin Wu took control of Ashborne's power completely. Beast Monarch tries to run away from battlefield again, but Jin Wu caught up with the Beast and ended his life in just 4 strikes. Number 5, Sung Huan. Sung Huan is the father of Jin Wu and one of the 7 vessels of the rulers. To survive in a dungeon, Huan accepted the ruler's offer to become a weapon against the Shadow Monarch. Later in the story he confronted against the Beast Monarch and Frost Monarch and saved some moments for Jin Wu to recover his mana, when Jin Wu was losing the battle against those two. He stabbed the Beast Monarch in the jaw and kept the Frost Monarch far from the Jin Wu, giving Jin Wu enough time to counterattack. Number 4, the Frost Monarch. Unlike the Beast Monarch, the Frost Monarch stood his ground after the awakening of the power of Ashborne in Jin Wu. The Frost Monarch wanted to kill Jin Wu before he learned the true potential of Ashborne's powers. Sung Huan, the father of Jin Wu and one of the ruler's vessels, tried stopping the Frost Monarch, but the king of the snow folk pushed him back with his ice magic. It was the Forced Monarch's strength that pushed Jin Wu beyond his limits. Also, it was his efforts that allowed the beast to stab Jin Wu from behind, but at the end he also get killed. Number 3, Ashborne, the Shadow Monarch. Ashborne was the only monarch who fought at the behest of the Absolute Being until the very end. The Shadow Monarch was so mighty that both rulers and monarchs feared him, but Ashborne never craved violence and only wanted peace. However, when Beast and Baron turned against him, Ashborne left the battlefield, which allowed the rulers to devastate the monarchs. Ashborne was so incredibly strong that he crushed Baron's skull with one hand. However, what made the Shadow Monarch truly dangerous was shadow extraction, the ability that allowed him to add the shadows of the dead enemies to his army. Number 2, Anares, the Monarch of Destruction. Anares, the King of Dragons and Monarch of Destruction, was Jin Wu's final opponent. Ashborne was the only monarch who was strong enough to stand against Anares' might. After learning about Jin Wu, Anares arrived in the human world with his massive army to kill him. The monarch's army was enough to turn several S-class hunters to ashes. Moreover, Anares was almost invulnerable during the fight and deflected Jin Wu's most deadly attacks. Finally, the vessel of Ashborne had to take the ruler's help to bring down the strongest monarch in solo leveling. Number 1, Jin Wu. Jin Wu is the most powerful and dominating character in solo leveling who defeats all the powerful characters of this anime series. He single-handedly overpowered all the monarchs, and even the vessels of the rulers were no match for him. Jin Wu was able to cut Anares in half with his dagger, even though the Monarch of Destruction was invulnerable to all forms of attacks. Throughout the series, he possessed all the other abilities of both the monarchs and the rulers, which clearly made him the strongest character in solo leveling. These were the top 10 strongest characters of this anime series. Now many people might be thinking why there is no ruler in this list, so here we make it clear to you that rulers only appear in the form of angels and they never directly participated in any battle, they just show their existence in the form of human vessels. On the other hand, a character named Absolute Being is also mentioned in the anime, the god who created rulers and monarchs, but he is only mentioned in the previous stories, so he is also not included in the list. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more anime updates.